And we're live.
Testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2.
Beep, 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 beep. Hey YouTube Nation, Banner here with another really fun, engaging video. You gotta quit it. You gotta stop it. Knock it off. Save the drama for your mama. Yeah, you need to stop mistaking your lack of clarity for laziness. Clarity means freedom from ambiguity. Laziness, on the other hand, means disinclined to activity. Why would you ever do an ambiguous activity? Do you play a game before you know the rules? Do you go into a business meeting not knowing what you're even going to talk about? Exactly. What I believe people are lacking, it's not motivation, they're lacking clarity. Clarity is knowing what exactly you need to work on, when exactly you need to be doing it, how exactly you're supposed to be doing it, and then also why you need to be doing that. I also left all of those questions in the description, so go check those out. If those questions that we just went over are unclear, your brain will literally start telling you that it's just too difficult. That's why most people move from crisis to crisis in life. It just feels too difficult. They're lacking direction. It's walking in dense fog where you don't even know if you're headed back towards destruction or if you're headed towards the ideal future self that you're looking to have. If you're going north or if you're going west, or if you're headed in the direction as to where you want to be in the next 10 years. Personally, I've made this mistake many times in my life as well. I've mistaken my lack of clarity for laziness. I didn't know what my purpose was. I didn't know what I truly wanted. I just wasn't aware of it. So I diverted to what was easy and then what was also familiar. In college, I made this mistake whenever I had an immense amount of free time when I wasn't being a student. What I did was I diverted to video games, social media, partying. It's why people can't escape terrible relationships, and they always go back to the same person. It's why people check their phone when they're bored or when they feel awkward, because they don't have direction. They don't know what they're supposed to be doing. It's why most people aren't morning people, because when they wake up, they don't know what to do. They divert to what's easy and what's familiar. To be honest, that's just what a lack of clarity looks like, not laziness. Laziness is a state. We all have periods of it, but it doesn't last. On the other hand, clarity is information. You either have it, some of it, or none of it. So the $1,000,000 question is, how do you get this clarity? You start with the end in mind. Define your ideal lifestyle. Figure out what you truly want. Do you want to be able to play the guitar? Do you want to start exercising? Do you want to lose 50 pounds? Do you want to make $100,000? Do you want to finally finish that project you've been working on for ages? I'm not going to get into all of the hoopla of visualizing what you want, but you at least have to know what you want. That's where you have to start. For me, personally, I like to break down what I want into days, into individual days. For me, I ask myself, what would make today a dynamite day? Or if I did these 3 to 5 things today, I would feel absolutely amazing. Or simply, what would just make today great? For me, I need to spend 1 hour exercising. I need to finish up my financial statements at work. I would love to smile and say hello to 5 strangers. And then if I practice 30 minutes on the piano, if I did all 4 of those things, I would feel really good about myself at the end of the day. Now, for that day, whenever I wake up to the very end of my day, throughout, I have clarity. If there's ever a moment when I feel like I just don't know what to do, all I have to do is go back to that mini checklist. This is my planner right here. This is where I write out my dynamite day every single day. Every single day I write out what would make today great. The checklist is the path to having a great day. When you see the path, you gain clarity. Ultimately, we all want to be happy, right? That's kind of what living's about. But the trick is knowing what makes you happy. You know what would make today fantastic just from this little thing. This is clarity. This is where you start having answers to questions like, what would make today great? That's where you gain clarity. So I want to challenge you guys. I want to challenge you guys to complete 7 dynamite days in a row. What that means is you would have 7 world-class days back to back to back to back to back to back to back. 7 world-class days. Imagine that. That could be life-changing. Having clarity is all about removing the guesswork from the equation. When you put together a puzzle, you don't guess what the image is before you start putting it together. No, that's something only a crazy, puzzle-loving, weird person might do who's way too good at puzzles. No, you look at the box. You look at the picture on the box. Don't guess what the end goal should look like. Don't guess with your life either. Don't close your eyes and throw a dart, hope that you get what you want in life. Remove the guesswork, provide clarity. You don't start putting together puzzle pieces with all of them flipped over on the wrong side either. Only a blind person would do that, I think. Each piece you flip over is really just a small part of the larger picture, right? When finding clarity, you turn over a piece by asking the right questions, such as, what would make today great? Remove the guesswork, provide clarity. I got this concept from one of the best books I've ever read. For real, no joke, this is honestly one of my top 5 books, and it's called Atomic Habits by James Clear. Recently it hit New York Times #1 bestseller. Great book, and I've linked it in the description below. It is about the power of habit. YouTube Nation, let me know if this video has helped you overcome any kind of funk you've been in. This concept personally has really helped me out a lot. Sometimes I realize I really just need to go back to the drawing board, and I'm not actually lazy. I just need to have more clarity. Great talking with you guys. This was very fun for me to record, and I love talking about this stuff. Let me know if you guys have anything to add. Guys, this is a community where we really just trade ideas, engage, talk with each other. Alrighty, that one's wrapped up. Until Monday, I'd say be good.